Why should I leave you guys waiting? How y'all doing? Tampa Tom, first here, Fish Room Fever. Second here, Anthony's Fishy Friends. How y'all doing? Three here, three likes already. It's absolutely great. Might as well just go a few minutes early. Hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah. It's all's good. All is good in the hood. I received my siblings sent me like a bunch of dishes. So I now have to get that going on. Hey, you see, Anthony, I saw you were here. I figured, I might as well go. My glasses are a little thin because it's really sunny here. Hey, thank you very much, Tampa Tom. Let me pick up. Here's Bolo, the fish room companion. I just took him for a walk, and he got to play with one of the neighbor's dogs, and so he's pretty happy. Should be kind of tired actually because he ran around like a crazy person. And hey, Cody, son, how are you? Let me get myself a little more set up here. And so, other than that, that's what's going on. It's our Christmas spectacular live from the fish room couch. And today I've got to get more junk done around the fish room, but I got a lot of dishes. I got a new set of pans from one of my siblings, and I got new plates, a full set. And so that's great. So I'm doing dishwasher. Dishwasher is drying right now. I have dirty dishes, and I need one of them for dinner when I cook Christmas dinner here in a little bit. So that'll be my next load in. Then I have the new dishes. That'll be the third load in. So I'm doing like 4 loads of dishes today. So it's all good in the neighborhood. Let's see. We've got, hey, Griffin Fish Room here. Big J's Fish Keeper here in the room. It's so it's all good. So what's going on, Tampa Tom, with your guppies? Explain this. So I saw you make mention of this. So did you have a fish room deal there? And okay, well, here you go. And we need mods. So I made a couple of people mods, and so it's all good. So Tampa Tom, tell me what's going on with your guppies, and really want to hear what's going on there. Daryl Deemer in the house. In the house, 8 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for being here, and really good. So so Christmas in the fish room. I made a big honking thing of baby brine shrimp for today and for tomorrow. And so I think that the fish are really good. I've already fed them. I've already fed them once. I'll feed them right after the deal. And Lumpy Dog, what's going on? Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. For those our friends who are members of the tribe. It's for those of you who do not celebrate a religion of any sort. It's Wednesday, and so happy Wednesday to you. And the good news is that I've been just chilling in the house. I'm in a new city. I don't know a lot of people, and so I promptly oh, ick. Oh, that's too bad. I hate that. All right, Fish Room Fever. Have a good live stream. Thanks for stopping by. Um, so here's the deal. Yeah, it's I'm quite a dancer. I may be the worst dancer ever. It's when I was in my 20s and going to the clubs, I'd be out. I'd ask a lady to dance, and she'd eventually say, "Just go away, leave me." That's how bad of a dancer I was. So here's what's going on. Bob Kaler in the house. Kaler's Aquatics. Welcome. Great having you here. And so Yeah, so my fish, yeah, is getting ready. I received something. I get my mail at a different location than where I live. I get it at a UPS store, and I'm going to tell you something. My my new filters for the other four aquariums arrived yesterday, and I didn't see the email notification until after the UPS store was closed. It's they closed at like 3. I stopped in like at noon to pick up stuff, and I saw something that came in like at around, I guess, 12:45. But I didn't see my email from eBay until like 5 p.m. So it is what it is. So I'll pick that up tomorrow on the way home from work. And so it's the good news about working tomorrow is that I'm gonna go get some stuff done and be home around noon or so and just chill and hang out with my little fish room companion and the whole deal. So I hope your Christmas and Hanukkah have been going on really, really good. I have been off my diet, and yeah, I'll tell you why I get my meal at an alternate location. For a couple of reasons. Number one is I don't want fish delivered to my home or to my office. Uh, at the townhouse complex, they do not have a rental office here. So it's not like they can drop stuff off there. So my line is might as well get my mail at another location. And that's why I do it. It's that's why I do it, and it's really convenient. It's on my way home. It's all good. I get the only thing I get at the house, I get like the cable bill, which I'm gonna have to redo. My cable bill, they just jacked the hell out of it. So I'm gonna have to call them tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna have to go to I was going through the streaming services yesterday, and I think I'm going with Hulu, go do the full Hulu. I've not looked at YouTube's and or Amazon Fire TV yet, but I have looked at the Hulu, and I think I may be going Hulu. So I did um I did Sling, and I liked Sling a whole lot. Um, the cable company came to me with this deal when I was in Little Rock that I would get more channels than what I was getting for like $10 more a month. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, my cable company is, in Joplin, we only have, in my building, there's a couple of different choices, but in my building, I only can get this one. It's called Sparklight. And hey, thank you very much, Bob. Yeah, you're out clubbing, you want to wear a Mobb Guppy deal. So it's I may go hit the clubs this weekend. Let my game get shown. You know what I'm saying? And look at me. I'm portly. I'm 50. I own a small sissy dog. I have 20 fish tanks. What's not to like? Really? You get the club and a willowy 25-year-old. She's gonna be all about me. Actually, I'm surprisingly, uh, my game. Um, here's how my game works: is that I just go and charm them. Obviously, I'm not good looking. I was a better looking guy when I was younger and had a full head of hair. But yeah, I do have alpha male all over me. Yeah, and so I go and I chat up the ladies, and shockingly, the women that I have dated in my life, way more educated than me, way more attractive than I should get. I'll just say that. And I know every guy goes, "Yeah, I hit it out of the ballpark," and it's true, but I hit it out of the ballpark. So now that I'm freshly divorced, I'm gonna have to go and to get my game a running. And so I guess I have to go to the club. I love that EDM. I hate EDM. I wish rock would make its way back. And so yeah, so my eBay thing arrived. So I have my filters. I have everything set up for all 8 of my tanks that I have 4 set up. They're just beginning to run, and I'll have fish in those 4 later on. I know I keep saying that, but I will have them in there. Um, I'll have them in for Saturday's thing. Lumpy dog. Yeah, you see, there you go. No, it's all right. It's all about confidence. Absolutely correct. It's hey baby, aquariums. I When I'm on the computer, I'm not looking at other girls. I'm looking at Aquabid. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Anthony. My confidence was shot when I went through my divorce as well. But past is past. Got to move forward. Gotta go in. And let's face it, it's you got fish. Chicks love fish. New England Endler, Merry Christmas. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, so this Christmas, I gave my fish my heart. They didn't turn away, we'll never be apart. Sailfin Aquatics, welcome to the fish room. Welcome to the live stream. Date like a male guppy. Exactly. I'll tell you what, I've got these chaser females in this 55. I should probably do a video on that. I mean, these poor lady guppies are being chased around by like 4, 5 males at all times. I mean, they are busy fending off the male guppies, and and again, I have a bunch of baby guppies in that tank. So who goes on? You know what? I think that some Petcos and some PetSmarts do salt water. The Petcos that I've gone to, the one I went to, I picked up aquariums uh, in Springfield. No salt water. No salt water in the Petcos in Little Rock or in Conway, Arkansas. So and Petco pushes or PetSmart pushes the idea that some of their locations have salt. It's just be another reason why I would not buy saltwater fish from them. I'll get stuff from them, but it's like I'll get like food and like you know pick up a gang valve. I get my dog food at PetSmart. I don't have a Petco here in lovely Joplin. Uh, so it's we have something called a Petland, and Petland has no fish stuff at all. They basically sell puppy mill stuff, puppy mill puppies. So I don't go there. I went in there looking for fish, and generally my rule is that for me personally, if a place is selling puppies, I generally don't like to buy from them. So, but I was looking for something for my fish room that I needed immediately, and PetSmart didn't have it. So I went to Petland, and like Petland for their fish department, I mean, it was like 3 shelves, 6 feet across. It was nothing. So, it and by the way, the whole saltwater deal, anybody who keeps saltwater has my deepest admiration. Uh because of I think it's such an art for saltwater It's just not my deal. You know, I look at the same way with discus, by the way. I kind of have a, you know, that temptation for discus. Uh, but I, you know, when I get into the house next year, maybe that's what I do. I don't know. I have that 50. I have this 55 aquarium where I'm using as my grow out tank, shrimp and plecos, corridoras. And I think that I'm going to buy a bigger tank for the thing, and I'm going to put those fish and shrimp in there. And with that 55, I think I have to put something in there to handle guppy calls. So, probably some sort of South American cichlid. I may go back to doing Jack Dempsey's and, maybe Firemouth. That's what I think I'll do right now. Because 55 is really not big enough to do Oscars. And it just really isn't. So we'll figure that out. We'll get that all organized. So let's see. What else do I know? You're, it's just, yeah, for Christmas, I got one of those soundbar things from one of my siblings, which is really, really, really cool. I haven't taken it out yet, but I'll put that together this afternoon. I've got that fish. I'm doing all my my new dishes, washing them in the dishwasher. So it's busy, and I'm gonna have to take boxes out to the garbage. So I went out. I woke up in the middle of the night, had to take I had a headache, so I had to take some Tylenol. Well, Bolo, the fish room companion, he wanted a walk. So I'm out there walking, and this is like 1 a.m. I mean, it's ungodly. So I'm out there walking him at 1 a.m. And I see parents, helping out Santa Claus, giving Santa Claus that big help. So they went in and got Santa all set up and ready to go. So that was good. And so I was busy. He did his business relatively quick, got back to sleep. Um, yeah, the other thing is that I saw a video on this, and I think it was our buddy Doug Gray did it. Do any of you feed freeze dried brine shrimp by any chance? It's he was doing it with he was doing it he was showing them feed, and it looks really, really like I've gotten like the tube effects worms. Eh, not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal all the way around. So, but I guess I should try the brine shrimp, because heaven knows my fish don't get nearly enough brine shrimp. So yeah, so that's sort of the deal that's going on there. What else can I tell you about this Christmas? Um, you know, all I know is that how blessed I am to have Santa Claus and having you guys in my fish fam community. It's all good. It is all good. So I called both of my siblings this morning, and it went straight to voicemail. My brother's out on the West Coast. I'm in Central Time Zone. I called him about an hour ago. So 9 o'clock. So who knows? Lurking's okay, Sailfin Aquatics. We're pro lurking. So yeah, so my fish room. I guess what I'm going to be doing in the fish room today is I've got to go and get these other aquariums up and running. I've got to get I've got to go through, and I'm noticing in my tanks I'm beginning to have some males develop, so I need to move them over to the 55. I'll try to get that done today. I may get that done on Friday and Saturday. Um, but it's just getting everything set up with these aquariums. It's all good. I'm enjoying it. I've got to take junk to the garbage. I have a lot of stuff. Boloware is coming soon. I have pictures. I have everything. I just haven't done it. So I need to go and get that. I need to go get that in place. So I'll get that up and running, and the Boloware will be funny. Killies are awesome for calls. What about? But I need something that can handle. Let's just say I get. I've raised somebody to adulthood, and I don't feel comfortable about selling it to somebody. That's why. Hey, by the way, Aquatics, BTW Aquatics, welcome, welcome to the live stream. Glad to have you here. Um, I need something, and all of a sudden I have an adult fish, start a genetic anomaly. I need something big enough to pick that off. The babies at this point, I'm happy with everything that I get. I am going to be at I probably will get up and get everything running with. I'll probably start trying to do some fish sales online right after go through. Yeah, you see, I'll tell you what, that's right, Lumpy Dog. Ladies, you want to meet a guy who little homebody who likes fish, and biggest negative is that his arms are always wet. He's got kind of wet sleeves occasionally. That's the deal right there. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So it's let me get a sip. By the way, I don't know why Diet Dr. Pepper. Fansville is Fishville. So it's yeah, so other than that, let's see here. I've got like a half a pie left. I think I need after when we're done the live stream today, we'll do another load of dishes and then get a delicious pie out and eat a quarter of a pie. So it's hey Bolo. And when I took him for a walk, he got to play with a neighborhood dog, and it doesn't take much to get him tired these days at the age of 12 with congestive heart failure. So now he's just laying out asleep. I don't know what they're thinking, Lumpy Dog. Don't know what they're thinking at all. You think you'd be sponsoring this? So yeah, I've got to get speaking of the fish room, I've got to go and set up these new tanks. I've got to set up the new breeders. I've got to get that done here in the next week or so here. I need to go and I have to have a conversation with my LFS about the idea of at least getting some of these fish to her. So I haven't had that conversation yet. But it's and of course, I have all these shrimp. I mean, I can't wait to sell these shrimp online, and get all these shrimp online and ready to go. I have, it's right now I'm not quite there yet, but I want to sell like 4 or 5 10-packs, which will end up being like 12 or 13. And I've added up about 80 of those suckers. So I'll wait a few months more, and then I'll start selling my fire reds on Aquabid or eBay. Hey, for those of you who have sold online, do you find eBay better or Aquabid better? Just a curious question. It yeah, it won't be during a live stream, but when I get Lumpy Dog, when I get the new aquariums up and running with fish in them, again in the next week here. I've been saying that for about 2 weeks. I'll do a fish tour of all the fish. And thanks, Bob. Yeah, love having all of you as part of the fish fam here. Normally on Wednesdays we do a prepared video, but in my world, I'm just going. Why don't I just speak to you? I'm going to be here. It's why don't I just talk to my people? And so, spending time with you on Christmas, it's Yuletide greatness, and super excited. Been making my Bankish tank to full salt. I brought home our addition, a new porcupine puffer. That's cool. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Lumpy. Yeah, it's I wanted to go to the fish fam. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting close. It's I mean, I have, just a bunch, and these arrived in August. I got like 13 in August. Now I've got 80 of them. So it's great. So it's whatever is doing it's working well. Budget Aquarius, Merry Christmas. Welcome. Welcome. Budget Aquarius in the house. Merry Christmas. So happy Hanukkah for those of you who celebrate Hanukkah. Um, 8 crazy nights. I have a buddy of mine who's Jewish who has young kids. This guy's like 60 and he's got like a 5-year old and a 3-year old, and he's taken the kids out on Hanukkah to a mall in Los Angeles. And so he's like waiting for a parking spot. This is like 2 days ago, like on Monday, and he goes, "Yeah, we're gonna go have fun for Hanukkah. The kids, you excited?" And he turns the camera around, and his two kids are out cold, asleep. I'm just going, go home, order a cheese pizza, man, or a chicken. Well, if you're kosher and you're Jewish, you can't eat cheese and meat together. Part of the deal. So it's so you're either having, if you have the cheese pizza, that's perfectly good. You can do that. Unless you are, unless you're going, you get off the kosher bandwagon. And some people say, well, if I have it with chicken, it's okay. So there you go. Trim your 20 long. How many, I'll tell you what, my 10-gallon aquariums are full of plants. The ones that have been up for a few months. I've got I'm gonna go and, well, some of them will go into the new tanks, some of the plants, but I'm gonna be going on a major cutback on the amount of plants because they've grown out. The guppy grass, Java moss, and hornwort have grown out, pretty spectacularly. So that's good news. It's uh it's good news all the way around. Um, Now, what do you guys eat on Christmas? We having this discussion at the office the other day. Are you a ham person or a turkey person? Now, my meal on Christmas, normally I don't eat a lot of meat because I'm on this wacky diet. Uh, but obviously, I'm going to eat meat on Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving. So yesterday, I made a turkey and ham together. Same thing. Today, I'm doing chicken with I have some baked potatoes ready to go in the oven. And after the live stream today, I'll do another load of dishes, and then we'll be on our way to enjoy that for dinner tonight. So that's what I'll be doing for dinner. Bolo, he gets no treats, and so let's see. So budget Aquarius to open presents with the family early. I'm 56 years old. Cooking a turkey, having more family over later. We eat like it's Thanksgiving, but with more cookies. See, there you go. Yeah, I have the baby tears in my 55. I really put them in the wrong place, or like up in the sort of in the front. Don't ask me why I put them there. I have no idea. I didn't know what was going to happen with them. Have grown like they're like wildfire. It's like there's like a third of the back of the aquarium I can't see. So I have to learn how to transplant baby tears. I think they're gorgeous. So it's just, yeah, my baby tears are going nuts. So it's a good sign when you can get stuff to go through. I'll tell you what, I had a hard time getting plants to really grow when I was in Little Rock, but the water had no hardness at all. It was very soft water. Here in Joplin, the water's hard, pH is up, plants grow like crazy. So that's nice. That is really nice. Yeah, I'll be giving my fish another when we're done with the live stream today of my chores. I'll be feeding them again, and I fed them pretty heavy for breakfast. I probably should have fed them before we started doing the live stream, but it is what it is. I have brine shrimp that'll be ready for them. Be ready for them. Probably around 4 o'clock today. So I'll get that ready to go, and it's all good. But they get brine. My fish get brine shrimp every day, which is a treat and a half. A treat and a half. I really enjoy. They go nuts with it, and the one frozen food that I can't find, and I've seen it used a couple of times, is Cyclops. I have frozen Daphnia, is I need to actually get more of that. I only have a few cubes left, but I feed that to my fish, and they go nutso. All right, you're getting side eye from the wife, Lumpy Dog. Thanks for stopping in. Merry Christmas. See, I'm not married anymore, so I don't get no side eye. Side eye free existence. And my favorite side eye that's been in the news is Michelle Obama gave one to President Obama one time that was epic. It was an epic one. So it was like, your wife's cooking. Well, there you go. It's yeah, just keep out of the way. Keep out of the way. Hide. That's a good deal. My old man loved to grill. He's no longer with us, but he loved to grill. My old man would grill, pretty much every day of the year if you let him. And he would go out and grill and enjoy he would go out and grill leg of lamb, that type of thing. Really, really good. And and especially as everyone got a little bit older, uh, people would, you stop doing stuff with the cousins, with the siblings, mainly the immediate family on Christmas Day, especially. Christmas Eve was normally the big one. I don't know how your family works, but at least in mine, Christmas Eve is sort of the big thing. And on Christmas Day, it's either leftovers or something else on the grill, that type of deal. So, yeah, so that's all good. It is all good in the neighborhood. It's so turkey and ham, the big ones, and yeah, do you know what? I don't have any cookies in the house. Zero cookies. Kind of sad. I do have tortilla chips, and I have some gluten-free crackers and some hummus. So I may do that after we're done here. May go and do that and get that in place. So it's all good. Well, gang, we're wrapping up. You guys, I thank you guys for stopping by, and you enjoy your Christmas, your Hanukkah, and really appreciate having you by. You guys have a great one, and thank you very much for joining.